right, y'all. What? It's up. Happy Father's Day to all the father collectors out there. No, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like y'all collect fathers. No, but happy Father's Day to all my comic book nerds, Funko nerds, action figure nerds, and just all the Father's Days I have. All the fathers I have on my platform. And I'm doing this a day early because on Father's Day I'll be busy. I'll be with my family. We'll be doing Father's Day's things, which will be attending to the kids, right? But all jokes aside, this is the segment where we talk about our top five favorite comic books currently out right now that we've currently read. I should say, not currently out right now, because I am behind on some readings. So we haven't decided if we're gonna break this in two parts on TikTok. So if you see in part one, you'll see a part two. If you don't, you probably see you'll see part one and part two on TikTok and the whole thing on YouTube if you want to go straight shot and don't mind listening to me for over 5 minutes long. So we're gonna break this down and let's start off. We're gonna do two. Let's just go ahead and we're gonna start with the thing. The thing is the first one I chose. Now I know it's only issue one, but I do love every time they go. Now aside from me being trying to be biased and like unbiased, the thing he is my favorite as well as the Human Torch. But why I'm leaning towards this one and now I chose this one is because I like to see when someone does something and they give you kind of like a little bit of a focus on a certain character, especially when there's multiple characters like the Fantastic Four. It's a whole family technically, and they're focusing more on the thing than on the rest of the cast. And so far, it's a nice read, chill read if you're not all about that action stuff, so you can go there. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and pick Two Face. The reason why I picked Two Face is completely different than the thing, right? I just love how they gave us that focus because it's not from just this latest issue or this last issue, basically, because this was the last issue, but it is just the whole from beginning to end how they gave us that visual of Harvey Dent fighting Two-Face. Wait, hold up, aren't they the same? Yes, they are, but how they gave it to us here on All In, that's what she said. They gave us basically how Harvey Dent battles his demons. His main demon basically being Two-Face. There's a side of him that wants to be bad. There's a side of him that wants to be good. We see the court of villains, right? How they justify things with just a flip of a coin. How he's just battling not only to sustain the crime, right? Like all these criminals in check, but also there's consequences and stuff, but also there is something he's battling himself within, and that's what I loved about it. That's why I like the focus, the visuals that they gave us. The creator, a shout out, to the writers of this one, because it was, to me, a masterpiece. Some people will take that like, oh my god, the best thing ever. No, I'm not talking about that, but to me it was just so amazing. It has to be. There's more than just one masterpiece out there. And moving on, we're gonna go ahead and go with Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse versus the Venomverse. Again, another first issue. I want to stick more to doing videos where it's more than just the first issue, because it's hard to pick something when it's just the first. But like, again, so far so good, right? I like how the concept of it. It's fun. It's a fun read. It's nothing to take too serious. Like, how is this possible? Can we get like? It is a fun read. Who wouldn't want to watch 5v5? 5 Spider-Man versus 5 Venom. Like, it's just a fun read all around, and it leaves you with a little bit of a cliffhanger, wanting for more. Now, moving on to my top two. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this. Is not in any order of which one we think better than others, but it's just the two that I've been loving so far. And again, we're gonna go with this one now. This one's further in, and it's another DC comic book, and this is none other than Absolute Batman, the Absolute series, Superman, Green Lantern, like Batman. By far, to me, oh, Martian Manhunter, let's not forget about that. But to me, the Absolute Batman series has been the best. Why has this one been better than all the other ones? It's because something I've never seen. Kudos to everybody else that's done great things with the Absolute series, but this one is just something I've never seen. At least from me, not the biggest Batman fan, but getting that rich boy, who lost his family after they went to a show. This is all totally different. This is a Batman I never seen or seen it written. And again, I'm not super familiar. I'm not an expert at Batman, so I just love the whole difference of concept. I love how in one of the issues he didn't care. He booted the crap out of some boy. I even made a separate video about that months ago. But let's focus on this latest issue. This latest issue was just, it was just all fun around. It's just this whole story of it being different, having a different background stands out to me, which is why it's been a fun read, and which is why in the middle of June 15th it's in my top 5. And last but not least, this is my favorite. There's no doubt that this is probably gonna be my favorite one of the month from this month that I'm reading, and it's none other than this. Oh, mass! I've even made a video about this, right? I made a video about this comic book right here, how the rich get bored, and it's just like the whole massacre, a whole town being chosen to partake in this Halloween event, and it's just like everything's on the line. And again, this is just the first issue, and if this first issue was nothing but pure writing, like, I cannot wait to see what's to come. Like, again, I've said this before. I said this in the separate video I made about this, that this could be turned into a show. It could be turned into a movie. I know we've gotten, this is like the Purge vibes, and we've gotten the Purge 1, 2, and however many there are. But this is just very fun. Image Comics has been crushing it, and man, I just love this comic book here, right? And so again, just a quick refresher. Here are my top 5, right? So we're gonna put them again, like I said, we're gonna put one here, one here, one there, and one right here in the center, because this is my favorite one so far. And yes, you would think I would pick something Marvel related. No, when you see greatness, yeah, you cannot not give it credit for what it's doing. So, without further ado, that's it. That's the list. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all liked the breakdown. Hope y'all enjoyed watching the whole video on YouTube. But again, if you didn't know there was a YouTube, now you know. So there we have it. Go ahead and subscribe, comment here, join the community, and catch you guys on that. Flippity flip. Happy Father's Day.